Yo, what's happening, man? This Smoke Doctor Podcast. I'm your host, Smokey Long, and I'm with my guy, Y. Marley, Shay, and Curtis from Gage, Ferndale, Detroit, Michigan, man. And today, we're going to talk about a little bit of everything, man. So, let's do it like this. I got some crazy ass guests. These my people. I love them to death. You know what I mean? But today, I'm going to talk about berry pie. You know what I'm saying? While Marley going to talk about the strand that he got. And we're going to give y'all a little bit of background on the medical and the recreational side of what's going on at Gage, Ferndale, and going on in Detroit, Michigan, and in the state of Michigan. So, let's go, man. So, y'all introduce yourself again.
All right, well, my name is Kurt.
I'm Shay.
Hey, this my man.
My bad,
y'all gotta do it, y'all. Hey, it's real on here, man. I be telling people that, you know, my podcast ain't scripted. We all real over here. It's realness. So, we gotta keep it 100.
I'm Y. Marley.
All right. And we got two more guests. They, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna pop in too. You know what I mean? But everybody, it's right here, love family.
So like Tiana Taylor, y'all.
Hey man, my people. Hey, listen, my people, man. My people, they so real about it, and you know, we just keep it 100. Like today, right now, man, we finna try this berry pie. You know, man, this is my cut of the berry pie. Smokey Long Genetics cut of the berry pie, and you know, we really smoke a little bit of everything. We smoke papers, backwoods, blunts, whatever. We dab too. But we just don't have no dab today, but we do a little bit of all of it. So my first question to everybody is like, what was your first love for cannabis? Like when you first started with cannabis?
I'll start. So for me, I wouldn't say it was like my first love for it because I was paranoid as shit. But first time I was like probably like, I want to say like 13 or 14, bro. And I was in the back of my brother Lincoln and shit. And I don't know if I could cuss on here.
Oh, yeah, you can, man.
Sure. Okay, yeah. So I was in the back of my brother Lincoln, and it was my brother driving, it was my cousin Terry, R.I.P. to Terry, it was my older brother Will, and I was in the back. So they was smoking, and I'm just trying to act like I'm cool. Like, I'm already sitting in their hot boxes, so I started hitting it. But at first, I was faking it, right? I was just like hitting it and blowing it out. But they started calling me out, like, you ain't just gonna waste the weed. So they really made me start inhaling that shit, bro. So I remember just inhaling that shit, right? So I passed it, came around again, I hit it again. It came around the third time. That third time, bro, I passed out. I was like, I can't do this shit. They was like, no, you gotta keep going. So I hit it again, bro, and I swear to God, bro, I was about to cry, dog. I was like, I can't do it no more, bro. Like, I was really fucked up off that shit. So next thing you know, they still smoking. I'm just in there hotboxing, bro. I remember just like looking, like, cause I'm in the backseat, so I'm like looking in the rearview mirror, and I'm like, don't laugh. Next thing you know, bro, I just start.
Everybody's laughing,
bro. I swear to God, like. Then I was like, they was like, bro, you tripping? Like, chill out. Like, you know how you get like outrageously laughing. Then after that, man, next thing you know, I'm sitting there like trying to stop laughing. It just felt like fireworks was going off in my chest. Next thing you know, bro, like my cousin called my brother and was like, she had to come pick us up. I'm thinking I'm just gonna chill at my grandma's crib so I can get away with this shit. Bro, she took me back to my crib, bro. I did not know it was the holiday. We had a whole family event. I'm in this bitch blow, like tomato eyes, bro. Whole family looking at me like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I had a long night. So I just went to my room, bro, and just slept majority of the day, bro. I swear to God. Like, I was like, I cannot. I went in my room and just prayed to God, like, God, I promise you, if my mom don't find out, I'd never smoke again. Bro, as soon as I turned 18, I started smoking again. I've been smoking every day. I swear to God.
What about you, Shay?
So I was probably like 14 or 15. Mom was with an edible. I was in school, biology class. I ate it before school. By the time lunch came around, it was a wrap. Hey, I was in school about high as fuck trying to function. Like, it was my first time ever doing anything, so I'm really just like trying to focus, but I was fucked up.
What about you? When you get finished?
That was it.
That's you? What about you? What about you, Marlon?
I was 13. I was with my stepbrother. And earlier that day, he said, I better not ever catch you smoking weed. I beat your ass. By the end of that night, he was like, hit this or I'm gonna beat your ass. And I've been on my way ever since. Yeah.
Me, personally, I was like 14. It was like my going into 9th grade year. And man, my situation was a little bit different. My auntie, she was Rastafarian, my father, and things like that. So it was around me all the time. It was like, it wasn't like it was in the clothes, it was open. So when I got 14, I'm like, man, I'm finna go to high school, see what's going on. So it was like, it went from a every weekend thing, like on Saturday I'm gonna get blowed, to like 16, 17, every day, smoking. Like every day, constant. So that's how my journey started. And then when I turned 19, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Yeah,
so when I got diagnosed with with Crohn's disease, I still went into the medical side of it. I was just like, still smoking like the hydros and shit like that, popcorn, living down south. So it was like, that's all you can get, good weed, like in Houston and shit. So after that, my uncle came with that purple, changed my life.
Yeah.
Ever since. Like that was 2000, had to be like 2004, 2005. I've been smoking Kush ever since.
Yeah, I feel that. That's what's up.
All right, my second question to y'all is, I put it like this: since y'all work in the medical cannabis industry, y'all tell me a little bit about y'all experience working in the dispensary, and what people would expect when they do come in the dispensary, medical or recreational.
Say that to me one more time.
Okay, the
You
question.
go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
And then I repeat the question
All
for
right,
you.
say it again though.
So the question is, like since y'all work in the medical dispensary field, the cannabis field, and y'all dispensary is recreational also, like tell an experience of like a patient or a recreational user would endure when they come in and visit y'all location.
Okay.
So you walk in, it's really nothing but love when you walk in there. We gonna ask you what you're looking for, what you need, how can we get you to where you need to be. For real. And if one of us don't know, somebody in there gonna know. So we tag team a lot in there. But you, for sure, when you walk out, you gonna get what you need. For sure. Like, especially with us three. We usually stay together.
And I can personally vouch for that myself, as in me coming to Gage and even going to Cookies. The professionalism, the love, and everything from the front door to me walking out, all the way love, professionalism, and they are true. Like if it's something that sometimes I get stuck as a caregiver. A person that asks me a question. So if I get stuck with something, it is good to know that I do have not just one person. I have a team of people that I can go and talk to and get what I need done.
Right, yeah. Definitely.
That's what I do like about it. So what about you, Marley?
Oh, my job is to make you feel comfortable. I'm going to come with some dope-ass energy. It ain't always reciprocated. And then at that point, you probably just going to have, like, straight professional experience with me. But for the most part, it's all love. And we don't get paid commission, none of that. I'm only going to suggest, I'm going to let you smoke what I smoke, So
Yes, I like that. Because that's sometimes like, I guess, with us I'm gonna come in as a patient now. Like sometimes as a patient, we only know what we see. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, a lot of the patients come in and they be like, they want all the designer weed. So like
that blue bag.
Right, they want the designer weed, but they just don't know that, like y'all said, a lot of the not cookie brands, but the other brands that's in the dispensary is damn as good as the cookie strains,
Yeah.
And that's what I like about coming in there and feeling y'all energy. How you feel, Kurt, when your energy, and how you feel when you work at Gage?
When it comes to my energy, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm a jokester, so I hope you can take my sense of humor at the end of the day, because I'm there to have fun. And I'm gonna, like, give you, like, everything you need, like, honestly, because to piggyback off what they already said, it is like a team. It's like a team effort, because I don't smoke everything there. based off what you just said with the designer weed, like I know a lot of this stuff is like, it's more hype. So like really, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna save my bread. I'm still gonna smoke good with
I'm like that too.
You know what I'm saying? It's like buying like different type of alcohols. Just because Hennessy is Hennessy doesn't mean there ain't other. You know what I'm saying? Cognacs that's popping as well. So
Right.
just put it like that, like pretty much. But if you want designer weed too, I'll take your money. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll take it. If you want it, you want it. I'm not gonna like force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do, but I do like to suggest different brands. No brands are paying us, so I'm not gonna reveal those brands, but Gage paid me, so if you come into Gage, you will see what brands we carry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I think that was a true statement on when you just broke that down, as in like looks can be deceiving. I'm gonna tell y'all as a caregiver myself, like looks can be deceiving. You know, it's a lot of people out here putting a lot of fake product on the street. And that's even like, I have been to some dispensaries, I ain't gonna call the names out, but I have been to some dispensaries that I have tried it on the street, and then I sit in a dispensary, and then I buy it, and it's not even the same. Not as in the quality, it might look like it,
right?
But as in like the quality, the high I'm looking for that same high that I got when I smoked it the first time.
Yeah, see, that's where it can get more tricky because, like, it could be the same strain, everything could be similar, but it's based on, like, the grower.
Yeah,
when
that
it comes
too.
to stuff like that, you know.
I noticed that, me being a caregiver too. I know it's like it's the different the phenotypes and things like that, and it's also it's your grower too. It's not you know what I'm saying. It's the science behind it that makes all this, you know, all this flour and these concentrates, the terps and these edibles what they are. Right. You know what I mean? If you put your love, it's just like with the plants. It's like if you put your love into it, like if you love your kids, you're gonna love these plants the same way because they feed off our energy too. A lot of people just don't know, as being a caregiver and you dealing with plants, it's just like kids. Just like kids, they go off your emotions. So if you sad, your plant's gonna start drooping. But if you happy, your plant's gonna thrive. They're gonna give you the same energy, and you gonna prosper. But I'm gonna tell you, it's one thing I do hate. I do hate is when I see a lot of caregivers go quantity over quality.
Yeah.
That's one of Gage models, though, is small batches, higher expectations.
Yes, that's that, and I can deal with that.
That's why we sell out so fast. I mean, don't get it twisted, though. Like, you know, Gage had their off days, too, but for the most part, that's they go.
Because, I mean, mostly, like, anything that I have tried from there, even from the Gage side, the orange bag, white bags, even to the cookie bags, I haven't not been mad. The only ones just didn't like. I liked it, but it's just like, man, the way it made me feel afterwards, I was like, oh shit, I didn't like that medellin. I liked how it was smooth. It was smooth as hell. But it was just like that afterthought. I was like, oh, I didn't like that.
You know, all weed affect people.
Yeah,
different, right? And that's a good thing that I like to like talk about on the podcast. It's like everybody's opinion is totally their opinion, but it's no wrong opinion.
Different, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's no wrong opinion.
Because like with medellin, I get a good head rush, but like it don't last that long for me.
That's what I mean.
Like I have a good ass high, and then it's just over.
It's like you got to smoke. It's like you got. To me, it's like I had to smoke 2 of those to get that effect that I really, really want. Yeah. But if I smoke Gary Payton, the pancakes, the motor breath, any other strain I done tried, the gelati, it smacks you right instantly. Yeah. Like smacks you right in your face.
I'm not a fan of gelati though, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't
nothing.
I mean, gelato. It got to a point that with gelato, it got to a point that I didn't like gelato no more.
Yeah, I don't like.
I grew it so much.
I don't like.
I didn't like it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like when something hit the streets, it's like when when they rocked Air Force Ones.
Or Gan.
So hard. That
Gan.
niggas was like,
Gan.
Remember Gan?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Gan
It was like,
crazy.
man.
Hey, whoever created Gan, can y'all please bring
Yeah.
it back though? Because I miss that shit now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it would be
Gan
a nice
haven't been
season
Gan
of-
like
Come on.
12
Put it in
years,
a
a
little
good
bubble
12
bag,
years.
Not
Like
the bubble bag.
we had Gan
Bubble
down
bag.
south.
Remember, have
Yeah,
a
the
little bit of
bubble
weed
bag,
with the bubble.
yeah.
Please,
The
I
bubble
pay.
bag.
What is it? 2015.
New custom bubble bag though, like it gotta be
That sounds
2021 designer. It can't be no weak ass shit.
Yeah, we can
Bring
upgrade
that.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
That's the branding part of
you will
everything.
go backwards. Nigga,
That's
I'm like,
all what it
cheap
really go
bag.
to. Like,
It's about branding. It's,
Ain't
you know
even in
what?
the museum, nigga.
It's just right now with all the strands right now, it's the branding thing, and it's like people pushing a lot. Some people have the real good
that's
shit,
conspiracy.
I like that.
and then some people have some boo boo. Cause I know, man, cats will give you some glue.
Oh my
wick.
God.
They will give you some glue.
Some good.
They give you some glue and tell you that it's some Zazas, and me
Oh, yeah.
being a
Talk about
caregiver.
that all the time.
I be like, bro, you know this some GG4. Why is you playing? You know what I'm saying? Then you want, and then it even gets even crazier. Then they say, oh, I'm on 36 a bowl. Bro, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I may give you 28 for some glue. You know, and that's just being fair. And me being a caregiver, and I'm telling you prices that's realistic. If you're a caregiver out here, and I have all the designer strands, cereal milk, white runts, peach cobbler, peanut butter, bro, I still ain't gonna bust y'all head. It's crazy. Like it's so much. This medicine is for us to heal somebody. The money good, cool, yeah, but it's the message, and also it's the time you put into it, because it's time, bro. Like 3 months is a lot of motherfucking time for you to be putting into these plants. That's like kids that they go through like graduation. It's like they was born, preteens, high school, graduation. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's just like that. So it's like it's in a shorter time.
I like that. I like that analogy. That was that.
And that's real. It's like, even if you're from, like how they explaining seed to weed. If you planting from seed, it's just, you know, the process will be a little bit longer if you're going from seed. But if you went from clone to that, shit, maybe another month processing veg, boom. You need 8 weeks anyway, 8 good weeks to bloom it out, because it's going to double in size, because it's going to grow again in the flower mode. So you don't have to go get these big ass monsters. See, this is what a lot of people be fucking up at. They want their plants to be big ass monsters. You don't need all that. It just needs you something nice 4 or 5 feet. Put it in a nice little 7-gallon bucket. Go to work, because it's gonna do itself. The light and the love you give it, it's gonna generate. It's gonna plump. Man, the right conditions, the right love, you'll get some nice fire.
Yeah.
Like even stuff that I be like, man, I wouldn't smoke it all the time, but believe me, I can go back to it and be like, let me try this now. Oh shit! Oh, I let it wait. I let it sit a little bit. I like it now. You see what I'm saying?
Like smoking too much of the same strain.
Me neither. I guess that's why.
I got to split it up a little bit. Otherwise, I won't enjoy it no more.
Now you know what? I have bought strands off the street, and yeah, I say the same thing. I'll be like, damn man, it tastes good. It'll taste good them first 3-4 blunts, and then I'll be like, man, I don't want to taste this no more. You got something else? You know what I'm saying? Or you'll see me like 2 or 3 times a week, because it's the taste.
Yeah.
Like if I get tired of that taste, that's why I don't like runts like that, because it's just something about that gelato taste in that runts. You get tired of gelato, and I be like, I don't want this ice cream taste all the time. Let me get something else that offset that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's me, personally.
I don't like citrusy or lemony weed.
Me neither. Me neither.
I like gas.
I like that lemon cherry gelato. That was it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. Sativa wise, Sunshine No. 4 is my favorite sativa, and that's because it don't give you that crazy head high, but it give you that body effect too. and I like the body effect feel of it. You know what I mean? It's just right. You know what I mean? But I don't have some garbage sunshine. And I don't have some. I was like, wow, like conversation piece. So what's some of y'all favorite strands right now?
For me, Mac 1.
I like Mac 1 too.
Mac 1, straight sativa. I like being up, man. Like, I'm cool with the indicas and shit, like, but that's like nighttime. I'm about to go to sleep, bro. I'm not trying to be blow, because, like, once I do smoke indicas in the morning time, bro, my day is over with. Wherever I was doing a workout, become a shorter workout.
My brother say the same thing.
I'm telling you, it's a ride, bro. So, like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying, to get super blow, but, like, I got shit to do.
Right.
So
What about
I need
you?
to just be up.
Mine probably the cake mix right now.
You like cake mix too?
That cake mix and that crunch berries.
And that's what we smoking now. It's crunch berry. I really like it. I really like this
I
crunch
can't
berry.
smoke
Even
right
the
now,
blunt, and it
but-
tastes good. I'm gonna be real.
Paper soup. Like I
fuck with
can
paper
imagine. I can imagine it
what's
taste.
that? What's that one called?
What?
The one that tastes like ice cream.
High teas
High teas.
from the UK.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
That shit tastes like ice cream when you
get-
smoke it.
They got a bunch of different flavors. You can get them at Wild Bill's. And
Okay.
like they already moist and they self-rolling. So them
You just put it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That bitch tastes like ice
they sell
cream, like-
weed, THC.
No, it's
everything.
the paper you roll it in.
Oh.
It's
It's
Yeah, that's like
It's like a wood, yeah.
It's
It
like
tastes-
wholesaler.
Yeah,
basically.
but it tastes like ice cream. That shit.
sweet.
I see them all the time, like in the burbs. I see like a lot of Wild Bills in the burbs.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got me
Well, you got
together.
Wild Bills on 9 miles.
Niggas like it's good, but it burn. I'm like, no, nigga.
Okay, see, I seen that one.
That's like
And I used to live I used to live on 8 Mile on Hawk. So like, I used to be over there in Hawk Woods too. So that area got them over there
Bad,
too.
nigga.
Not badly.
Things like
not
that.
across the seas.
Yeah,
Not you
across
across the
the
seas for the
seas,
weed.
Me, my favorite strain.
Bad
Man.
total fitness. Nigga named Robert, some of that bitch. Suck the dumpster.
Yeah, crazy,
I'm
man.
dead.
I think my favorite strains right now, I like peanut butter brush. But you know what though? I'm gonna tell y'all something for my Crohn's disease. I like that garlic cookie y'all had.
That shit.
Oh yeah.
That garlic cookie was so.
I have the live.
I like when it was 28. What?
Oh
The
my
garlic
God.
cookies.
The garlic cookie. The first batch I had was like y'all. First batch was like 32% THC.
Yeah,
That was
that one.
so
Yeah.
fire, and I was like,
Yeah.
y'all let me know anytime y'all get that. That was a sleeper, and I like GMO. But I just
They related.
yeah, that's why I was like, after I just put, like, I started looking more and more into it after that, and after I tried, I was like, damn, I got the GMO plant, and I was always trying to figure out why they called it GMO cookie. Now I see that was one of the parents of the GMO, and I was just like, that batch was good. Even the 27% batch I got was good too. The other day, I just got some when y'all had it again.
Okay, yeah.
I got some, and then I got some GMO, and the GMO was nice, but that garlic cookie was something different.
It was like,
It was different.
no, garlic cookie. I do like, man, anything like that. The like blue cheese. I like anything that got like a
CBD, the nice CBD
well,
balance.
no, I just say like a musty name. I know that sounds silly to say, but
Blue
But it
cheese used to be
makes sense.
dope.
Yeah,
Like and I ain't gonna lie to you. Blue cheese is an excellent strain for Crohn's patients or people that deal with inflammation. But blue cheese used to be the shit. Like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
yeah, I feel
Like that's when it was like the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's like you said, everybody try to grow so much of it. They don't put the time into it no more to make that shit like
It's
when
about
I
getting
first
up
got it,
and
you'd
getting
be
up.
smacking you in your face, you'd be like, oh, it smelled like blue cheese, and I was like, I never liked the blue dream. I mean, even when it first came out, I never liked
I
it.
fucked with it. Shout
I
out
never
Juicy
liked
J.
it, and I mean, I'm not dissing Juicy J.
No,
I
no,
fucks
I
with
know.
Juicy
I don't
like
think you would,
on some other shit, but I didn't like that one. I put it like that. I guess I had a bad batch of it. I just put it like that.
Okay.
So like if somebody gave it to me again, I had a better batch of it, I might approach it different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all about the batches.
Yeah. I feel like it's always about the batches though, bro. Like honestly.
Yeah.
And like
you get one
again,
good
that's what I be
batch.
telling people. It'd be like they come for the Gary Payton. I'd be like, listen, my man, Not
You
the
have
time, dog.
oh man, Gary
People
Payton
tell
Vegas
me,
is
you know what I'm
different.
saying? Yeah, it's always
It
gonna be
was
different.
totally different. Like when I went
different.
to Essence in Vegas, it was like walking in y'all spot.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday time, so it was like
Yeah,
they
it
was cool. When I'm talking about the whole staff was cool, the process, it was medical or recreational. That's what I did like about it, because they did let me use my card and I got they medical discount.
Yeah.
But it's some places in Vegas, even if you use your medical card, they ain't gonna let you buy flour.
But
Yeah, you can only get like maybe like edibles, concentrates. So they'll tell you, this is how they get y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all honest. They'll tell y'all it'd be better to go recreational so they can tax y'all ass, like on the prices.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna just be honest with you.
No, it
And
makes
like
sense.
that's how they eat, and it's 24 hours. So they eat.
Oh, don't tell me no shit like that.
Listen,
Oh, you
bro,
know,
they
Vegas,
eating.
them bitches go
They eating.
all day.
The reef Wiz spot is nice.
No, Wiz across the
Like
street from
Wiz
one,
got
bro.
some nice screens in his
I got
spot.
the Rose
The
Bush
reef.
from.
I'd be sneaking
Plan
out every 5 minutes. Where you
13
come
is
from?
nice, but it's overrated.
From the Palms place,
Like
bro. It's from across the
overrated. It
street
got
from
that
there.
bitch got a lounge in it, all kind of shit. It's nice, you know what I'm saying? But the weed quality, Essence, it's like y'all. It's like it look like it's hood as fuck, but it's not. But when you go in, it's just so professional. It's like you go in, you talk to the receptionist. She'll get your information. She'll tell you then to still keep your ID and your med card out. So when you go to your bud tender, you show them. Then they put you in the system. Then they show you 2 different lists: medical side, rec side. And then like even the stuff that I was seeing that I was buying on the street, like they had that Gary Payton, I paid $45. Like right now, they send me text messages, you can go on there, and they had Ocean Beach, cake mix, sweet tea, sticky buns, honey buns, something called Lottie that cookies made, Lottie. Man, it's a bunch of shit. Some shit called sour cream. All that shit was like $45.
You would like that.
The most that I seen even on the medical side that you was spending was like $55. You know what I'm saying? And that's cheap. Like Vegas is high. You know what I mean? So it's like that was cheap, and the quality of the smoke was great.
Yeah, that's lit.
You know what I'm saying? Like even they pre-rolls was, because she gave me a free pre-roll for my birthday. I tried the New York cheesecake, and that shit was so fire. Like the Gary Payton, it was just different. Like when I tell you, like I know it's a lot of biodomes out there, and I know they test everything too. So it's like that shit was like pure. Like it's like you taste every fucking whatever they took to make that Gary Payton, you taste it. Like I like Snowman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen that. We got that coming,
We got
but
that
I ain't
now.
tried yet.
Have y'all? Okay, so I know it's Snowman and the Y. I never tried the Y, just the Y strand by itself. But that's one of the strands that made Gary Payton.
You had Ooh La La
I tried that once.
from Cookies? Did you have
Yeah,
it?
I tried it once, and I liked it there. I like the Ocean Beach.
When Ocean Beach was
I like the Ocean
that
Beach.
Ocean Beach was smooth.
I like the
That was
Ocean
a good
Beach.
one.
Ocean Beach had me like, and the crazy part about that was I got that the day I was flying back,
Oh, word.
and I run that bitch back here. I was like, fuck it. I said, I put it because my man, because like our Uber driver, like, look, I'm not telling y'all. Listen, I'm not telling y'all to fly home or do anything illegal. But I'm just telling y'all what's happening, what's for real. My man,
Check your laws. Google
right,
your
that's what I was
laws.
just saying. Google your laws. Do not do no hot shit. I'm not telling y'all to do that because we are a medical state in Michigan. They are medical and recreational in Vegas. It's just that I'm telling you what my experience was. Everybody might can't do what I do, but this is what I did. My Uber driver was like, look, go to your dispensary, get it. As long as it's vacuum sealed, don't open it. Keep the receipt. Put it in your bag. That's what I
Don't
did.
say that, because I didn't know that when you did what you did. So don't.
I was like,
I was a little shook. Like,
I was
how gonna
like,
get CSA with this? But all right.
But hey, that's why I said. Y'all heard what I said. This is the disclaimer. Look, this is the disclaimer. I'm telling you. I'm not telling y'all to go do this. And then I just sit and read this yesterday because I was looking at that because I was trying to find out what places that accept our medical cards. And you know what I'm saying? They had that on there about TSA and what they looking for. I was not pushing that through to TSA. I was like, we smoke. But you know what though? They actually, and this was a shocker to me when I was reading it. They basically was saying that you couldn't have as much as your state law. So if you can have, if your state law say you can have 2.5 ounces, they was like, you can have two, as long as it's not in a sounds bag. They said it got to be like vacuum sealed. Mm-hmm. But let's be realistic, y'all. We ain't finna just try to go on no fucking plane with the shit and think that they not gonna take it from us. They might not lock us up, but they gonna take that shit if they just feel like they want to be assholes that day. A lot of people not looking for that. You know what I'm saying?
It might change though.
But it might change.
Legalize or decriminalized it federally. So
and see, and that's another thing that's going on now. And I just heard, I know in Georgia last year they decriminalized a lot of stuff in Atlanta, not in the whole state of Georgia, just in the city of Atlanta, because we've been smoking there since the 90s. I know every club in Atlanta was smoking in there, and you can still smoke in every club in Atlanta to this day. So that's been a culture there. But like a lot of medical places don't accept our cards. You know what I'm saying? Arizona is one. Mm-hmm. I know Arizona was one. They don't give a damn. California saying we can, but they saying also we can go and apply for one of their cards while we there, like a temporary card. Long as your visit there, you can go by the California laws and stuff like that. So it's the same process if we was here in Michigan. You go see your medical doctor. You got to prove your card will prove that you're a medical patient in another state, but you still got to see if your illness or whatever elements and things, just medical conditions that you got fits with their laws. So like if it fits with them, y'all green. Yeah. Go do y'all thing. So I know Oklahoma just opened up a cookies.
Did they?
Yes, in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I think I did see that.
And they opened up one in Denver.
In Denver, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, but it's kind of crazy with Miami, y'all. Like with Florida, we can't buy shit there.
That's what I was about to say.
Like it's only medical, like the edibles, and they not even letting you buy flour out their dispensaries. You only can buy concentrates.
I don't know she don't live in Miami, but she a caregiver for my grandma. She buy flour from dispensaries.
But I know I was reading that yesterday, and I kind of figured that I'm gonna just put it like this, y'all. Call ahead. That'd be the best thing. Any state that you feel like that has a medical cannabis program or it's recreational, call ahead.
But just know Michigan accepts more cards than any accepted. Yeah,
they do, and I can vouch for that. I know a lot of people. I have a lot of family members in Ohio that have medical cards. They come here and get all their meds. So it's better here. You know what I'm saying? They do. They come here. They be like, hey, I rather come to Michigan. Y'all got everything. So I was like, all right, cool.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to people from Ohio for sure.
So like that's how our whole thing is. All right, this is my next question, y'all, and y'all think about this. Okay, we in 2020, and if you was 18 years old, with everything we know about cannabis now, like it's being out here in the open, how would you approach cannabis? What would be your best way that you approach cannabis?
Me being 18, I'm gonna go about it two ways. I'm gonna invest, because like kids love investing now, which I'm very proud of. So I'm gonna invest into it, figure out whatever way. But then I probably would end up growing it as well, man. Because if you young, bro, like you in that culture with kids waste their parents' money.
That's what I would tell my younger kid, my younger self.
That's why I always let it youth, bro. Like,
try, fail, start growing. Just stay with it. Keep growing.
Other people's money.
Okay, what about you?
Same.
Same thing. You know what? I agree with all y'all on that. I feel like when I was 19, when I got diagnosed with Crohn's, it was still kind of green. Like, you know, if I lived in Colorado or if I lived in California, I probably would have had a way broader vision of what was going on with the medical game. But y'all made the first thing. I'm a caregiver now, but if I would have knew 8 years ago, I would have been growing. Because I would have wanted to learn all the process from the inside out.
Yeah.
Because it's better when you learn and everything as in just having somebody doing it for you. Like, the process is cool when you have a team of people doing it with you, but I was always taught that you got to get your hands dirty too. Right. Because when you dealing with these plants, like I said before, they just like kids. So like, if your team working on these plants and they got a good vibe and energy, and you go in there and your whole energy is off, you looking at your plants like, what the fuck? Like, why they looking like they dead? Even though you in the right person mind, all you gotta do is just put some water on them. They gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Give it an hour. But they go off your energy. So you don't know that because you trying to do a whole bunch of other things. You just worried about how much we gonna get. You're not even worrying about how it tastes, how it's gonna smoke, how it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, make people feel. It's a lot of process in it. So I would want to learn, like y'all said, I would want to grow like a motherfucker, because it's gonna be a lot of trial and error. And so, even before you want to brand a strand, I would say go at least 6 harvests in on that one strand. And so you can perfect that bitch. You ain't gonna never always perfect it, but it's gonna be to that point that you can be like, oh man, this is the best cut of that strand, and I want to put it out here now.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? Because that's really what's gonna make everything happen. Because you put dirt out here, that's what you gonna get. Yeah. Dirt. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna, unless you just used to smoking dirty weed, you gonna think that shit is fire. But when you got people out here that's connoisseurs and people that's like, look, I don't want that backyard boogie. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect that. So put your time into your craft. The same way we go by designer, put that into them plants, because that money into them plants is gonna buy y'all designer. Y'all doing the game ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit, start from the ground first. That's why I started my podcast, because I was a caregiver. I wanted to educate people. At the same time, look, this is what I do. And then it gave me a safe haven to talk about my Crohn's disease too. You know what I mean? I was kind of like, didn't want to talk about that. Right. But me getting with those plants and getting with my brother, he my business partner, and then I got another brother in Houston that's on this cannabis trip. I got a cousin, he got Crohn's disease too. Everybody's trying to come together, and it's like, look, you got the remedy. Let's get it together. And then you brand yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's go in and let's get these strands together, and let's find out what's good strands for you. I study this shit. It's just like it's a science, and I ain't passed no high school. I didn't graduate from high school, y'all. Chemistry was not my best class. I hated science, but since I've been working with plants, I got a deal to love it now. You know what I'm saying? I like the bionics and genetics of things, and taking these plants and knowing that this plant right here, even though she a female, I know she can throw pollen too. You know what I mean? It ain't just gotta be a male plant. I gotta watch everything. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it taught me so much shit. Good shit and bad shit. I don't took some L's with some harvesters, you know what I'm saying? And I don't won with harvesters too. So it's like, it's a give and take in anything. You know what I mean? I had lost the whole fucking room. Yeah. Pissed off. I'm talking about, I got all the way through the harvest part, and none of the shit was no good. I was like, what the fuck? Man, that's 3 months down the drain. Right. But it's just, that's what come with it. Because my plant, that was a trial and error. Because found out one of my plants that I had for the longest, she started throwing pollen. It's like, damn. And so I had nice strains. That was like my first time ever growing peanut butter broth. And she pollinated that. But, don't get me wrong, she was fire when she smoked. Even the seeds that we got out of it, we planted them and they was good. But it's just, you gotta know that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's still trial and error. I don't care if you're a beginner or you're a veteran and growing, you still gonna have trial and error.
I feel that.
Yep.
I can't say I know how to grow, but it do seem interesting, bro. But
man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a process. It teaches you patience.
Yeah, because that's what I was about to say.
If you ain't never had patience before, being a caregiver teaches you patience. You know what I'm saying? Because like that was my thing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I was younger, even when I first got sick, I still ran the streets. I still did everything I wanted to do, but I had to learn to sit down and have patience and be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and just really understand what the fuck I got going on, and my illness is not, I can't play about it. I gotta do what I gotta do. So I didn't want to take no more medicine. Fuck that medicine. I say that now. Cannabis is gonna give me everything I needed to do. Appetite, make me go to sleep. Shit, if I just don't want to do shit all day, it's gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna do whatever I needed to do. It's a motivation. You know what I mean? And I tell people that all the time, and you know what I'm saying? I don't downplay nobody, and like I tell people all the time, it's what you can afford. I ain't never gonna tell somebody I got this and you can't afford that. I got whatever your price range is. It's me being your caregiver. Tell me you got $35. Listen, I got this over here. It's $35. Sativa indica hybrid. Oh, you got $50? I got that right here too. Same thing. Sativa hybrid indica. Whatever you want. I've never been the type of person that will push something on somebody.
Right.
Because it's there. Everybody taste palates is different. Because what I like, y'all might not like that. And what y'all like, I might be like, oh man, that shit's.
I mean, that's like with wine or shoes or anything, though. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I was like, I feel like this podcast is like nobody's opinion is wrong. You know what I mean? Everybody could share their experience and talk about how they feel about cannabis. You know what I mean? It's nobody got a wrong answer, man. I love it. You know, so I like just having a conversation with cool ass people, and we gonna smoke, and we gonna tell everybody they story. You know what I mean? And we go from there. And I know everybody is entrepreneurs, and we just don't do just the podcast things and work at Gage, and we do other things outside of the business, but it's still a part of the culture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, when you see people at Cannabis Cups, when you see people at like these events that's got something to do with cannabis, it's a universal plant. It brings all types of walks of life together. It's not just a culture thing. It's not just black people. It's not just white people. We have everybody. That flower brings everybody together. It don't matter how you look. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation piece.
It is funny you say that.
Because like a lot of people, because that's how we get labeled.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you see,
like everybody do smoke weed.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
everybody,
we smoke. Everybody smokes. So don't sit up there and be like,
you know what I'm saying, people from those walks of life. I ain't gonna say everybody, but everybody.
Man, I know some OGs that blow
Cancel.
better than me.
Yeah.
Like older people, like in they fucking 70s, 80s, still smoking weed. And
we see them every day. Those are my favorite customers.
That's what I'm saying. I like to deal with them because they know what the fuck they be wanting.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Right.
I would like to thank Watt Marley, Curtis, and Shay from Gage, Ferndale. And I'm your host, Smokey Long. And this Smoked Out the Podcast. That's motivate, educate, and cultivate. And we out. I would like to thank Watt Marley, Curtis, and Shay from Gage, Ferndale. And I'm your host, Smokey Long. And this Smoked Out the Podcast. That's motivate, educate, and cultivate. And we out.